Hello everyone, Warhammer back with episode 7 of our Ultimate Modded Dwarf campaign. As Thorgrim, we have got some greenskins coming in. Gorbat is over here with a full Wa and a second army. We have one of our Deeps invasion armies coming up to Karazakarak. And more greenskins coming up this way. With our Stonehammers coming to help fend them off a little bit while Thorgrim makes his way over there. We did do 2 of our quest battles at the end of last episode. We got the Axe of Gribnir and the Dragon Crown, so we're just missing the Great Book of Grudges, which we'll get access to next turn since we just got some levels up. But for our skills on Thorgrim right now, bonuses for hammers will eventually be good. This one right now is just more ammunition and missile damage, which the Jar Bombers aren't quite as good for that, so we'll wait. We don't have any of those artillery pieces yet, so let's get some redline skills. Get Inspiring Presence, and Thunderer is always good, since it benefits both Coilers and Black Powder, which we tend to use quite a bit of. So we'll do that. Our Engineer. One last point into bonuses for flying machines, or do we go and get this one? Actually, we should go down Deadeye, because this gives us a big range boost, and then we want to get Ballistic Calibration. That's really good for that reload skill. Our Brewmaster. Just give him some more ammunition. He actually tends to run out of ammunition, so we'll finish off that, give him a bunch more. Our Runesmith is on the way. To be able to join Thorgrim in a little bit. And Tordric is going to come and join Crag the Grim, since we have a fair amount of hammers. We have 3 hammers in that army. But we got quite a bit of gold from those 2 quest battles, so let's spend our cash. Karazakarak will have enough growth to get to tier 4 next turn, but I think there's some stuff in the deeps we want to finish. So this will let us be able to recruit rune golems once we are able to increase our capacity, which we're pretty close. We just need to get the runesmith building up to tier 4. So we can wait on that maybe a little bit, but this one we do want to get immediately, because this gives us more income from our top settlements. Or we can do this one, that gives income faction wide. I think it's worth it to go for Karazakarak because, well, I'll look at this real fast. So once we get over 2,000 income, it'll give us 10% more too, so it can be quite a bit more on that. And this should be our last invasion army, unless we leave this up, and sometimes new enemies can occupy those places if you're not careful. And I think the last point we were just going to do... Sorry. Gosh, I'm having such a hard time with this. There we go. This one just provides more trading resources and give some miners in the garrison, but I think we want to go for the Shard Dragon. Costs 8,000. And what does their capacity require? It requires a runic collar as well. Okay. So that one's tier 4, or tier... I think that one's actually tier 5, so we'll have to wait on that. So we'll wait on both of those for now. Let's build up our other settlements a little bit more. World's Edge Archway is probably safe now, so... Or do we save our growth? It's a tier 4. Our growth is kind of slow. But with this, it'll be quite a bit faster. So yeah, let's save our growth for tier 4. We should be able to start building this stuff up a little bit, now that we have some extra cash. Okay, this is getting to tier 2. Oh no, it's getting to tier 3, so we can actually spend our growth on some of this other stuff. Let's build up this one because it has access to marble. That trading resource. We'll do this one as well. That'll open up some new slots. A Rune Overseer Over here, he should be able to handle any really difficult battle. Although, I may equip, just for this turn, I may equip the Master Rune of Spite to help deal with that. And on our items, we have a Talisman of Preservation. That will be really good. Warrior Bane is very good because it reduces enemy damage. And I actually am not super fond of either of these weapons, so let's go for something else. Ooh, the Obsidian Blade is pretty good. Especially if we put it on a character that doesn't have too much armor piercing like him. We care more about this one for a defensive siege battle, though. We'll find another character. And I don't really like either of these armors. The Gambler's armor, which is very good. 10% ward save and 15 armor. Who's in most danger right now? Probably over here. I'll actually give that Talisman of Preservation to Craglium. I think that's a little bit more important. And he'll get this smaller one. What about your Runesmiths and your Rune Master? Put some of this stuff on you. Sapper. This only applies to enemy armies when they're under siege, so take some of that stuff though. And that's good for this turn. Let's move on. Oh, we got a province bonus, so let's switch that over to growth. Or actually, okay, the corruption's actually going down quite a bit because Thorgrim's here for another turn. So we should be good just pumping out growth right now. In our technology, we're going after Masterwork crossbows. This will give reload time reduction and unlock a rune scrap, or a rune upgrade based on the scrap system. But I think we actually want to go back over to here afterwards. Construction time for military support and recruitment buildings. More income. It's probably good to go down this. Income from trade and trading resources. This one will cost some old gold to go down, but that's okay. We're making a lot more now. I should get a Ironworn's Tankard, though. That's a very good healing item. In a worst case scenario. So for a really difficult battle, we can use that. And we'll save our other oath gold for any buildings or things we want to do next turn. Yep, so we got the invasion army at Karazakarak. This greenskin army right here. It's a little bit hard to see, but right here in the bottom right corner, though. And then a Skaven Rebellion. We mostly defeated the Skaven Rebellion, but we don't want to kill it off because we actually want to give Thorgrim time to come and help out, so we don't actually lose Kirkback Mountain. Up in the north, Krakadrak. Okay, we are building a garrison here. I might need to stick a lord there. This is for the Great Book of Grudges. Which that quest battle is usually not very difficult as long as you remember that it's an ambush, so you have to protect your artillery and ranged units. Yeah, I do expect Throg to come here actually. So we're going to stick another army over there. We have Thorgard Kromson, our Norse Dwarf King. Very thematic being up here. This will bring our upkeep up by about 600 though, because of supply lines and his upkeep just for the Lord himself.
Time for a reckoning.
Okay, he's got pretty good skills right now, so that's decent. We can't recruit any Quarlers here,
Axe thirsts for war.
but bolt throwers are actually pretty good against Wintertooth because they bring a lot of trolls and large units. And our garrison will gain 2 Quarlers, Grudge Thrower, and Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. So some more Quarlers actually might be nice if we recruit them globally. I'm not going to do full 5. That should be enough to hold that off until the garrison's finished. Let's level up our Rune Overseer. I think we want to go for this one to get some more Dragon Slayers once we can actually recruit them, but Strength of the Penitent is very good. Now, initially we didn't know if we wanted to auto-resolve this, because I didn't know where Gorbad was going to go in his other army, but it looks like he's coming towards Barrack Var. So I think we'll be okay to just auto-resolve that. It's mostly just goblins, so it shouldn't be too bad. We are going to take the extra money, so we need to make a little bit more to get this a tier 4. Ooh, that's a good follower, though. Trade income faction-wide.
What's your orders?
Can I stick that on any character? Or do I have to... Okay, it goes on any character. Sweet.
Yes, it is agreed. I answer to clan and
We'll come and garrison the high place just to help out with public order. More control you have, the better your growth is. Tordrek, you'll come join the army for now until I deal with these guys. Unfortunately, I can't protect this.
by the king's command.
Yeah. It does have an ogre camp here, which gives us... Oh, actually, it does have very good garrison. Eshin Maneater, 2 ogre bulls with Iron Fist, and a Thunder Tusk. Wow, that's sweet. The garrisons there can actually be pretty decent. Although they have 2 giants, 3 black orcs with great weapons. That is a very serious army.
What's your orders?
And we just recruited a lord up north, so I can't really afford to stick another one right there. But
Yes. For the Karazhan Corps. Thank them.
Thorgrim will try to take out this Castor faction. That's their last settlement. Let's get the Runesmith in Thorgrim's army. Hopefully they don't come down here, because that would be annoying. We're gonna let the Skaden Rebellion be, so that these Chaos Dwarves can't attack it.
The High King acts.
Right, and what do we do with you? Do we take the fight to Gorbad?
Back off.
There's a lot of orc boys with spears, and from what I remember, most of the WoW was, or a lot of it was goblin archers.
Iron will.
Or we try to set an ambush in front of Barrack Var. I think that actually might be a smart idea. We'll try that. Only a 50% chance, but we can defeat them in the field, I believe, with the help of the settlement garrison. Oh, I guess the settlement garrison's not very strong. Okay, that may... I think that actually makes me prefer to stay in the settlement and fight a siege battle. I'm not going to spend any gold there. Let's level up our Overseer once again.
What? Ready?
Or I could do... This army's actually not... Well, I guess it has a fair amount of Dwarf Warriors. But we could do the quest battle for the Great Book of Grudges. This battle's usually not that difficult. And that will finish off our magic items, so we'd get our bonus as well, which gives us control faction wide, and it will give us the money we need, so let's do that. It's against a vampire ambush. Not too much graveguard. I think it's mostly skeletons and zombies, but there are a couple crypt horrors and things like that.
We come to Hellfen, this fetid realm, to extract vengeance. A great wrong has befallen our kin. Innocent clans, dwarfs on a trade mission have been butchered by the Uskala. This fell deed has been entered into the Damaskron, and the cover slammed shut in rage. By my oath, it shall not be opened until the grudge is settled, until the bones of the undead are smashed to powder. Now, Dowie, take up your axes, for the undead will come to face us. They must, or I'll have every tomb, every cursed gravesite scoured from these lands, leaving these fell vampires with no puppets to command. Come then, Zangunard, raise your minions, march them forth. The High King of the Karazankor would have his vengeance on you all!
Getting ambushed by the vampire counts. A lot of graveguard, it looks like, coming for our back line, our bolt throwers, and our correlers. Look, we have our Darrow Bomber getting some nice shots off on those guys. Hammers coming in for the save, trying to hold up the back line. While our correlers start to round and get some shots off. On this side, we have undead coming down the little crevices in the walls. Thorgrim leading the front line. Just some dwarf warriors against zombies, crypt ghouls, and ooh, Vargulf. So actually some serious hitting power for the vampire counts. Skeletons, I love watching skeletons actually. The fact they're all synchronized is really awesome flavor that Creative Assembly did. But Longbeard's coming in to fight some zombies. We're trying to sneak around to our back, along with some more on this side. Correlers just absolutely wrecking some of those graveguard. Skeletons are going to try to slip through a little bit, but the crypt horrors just getting absolutely shredded to bits. Vampires are no match for focus fire from missiles most of the time, if they don't have enough fast units. But on the side, some direwolves have come in as reinforcements. Unfortunately, a few of them managed to get on top of my bolt throwers. No! This is a terrible matchup for these guys. They're going to get absolutely shredded if we don't get anything over here fast enough to go help them out. Which our gyre bombers are coming to the rescue. Brewmaster and our engineer trying to take out some of these fellbats that are coming in. But more skeleton zombies feeding down through. These dwarf horrors will be able to deal with them quite handily, but the Vargulf pushing through onto our Longbeards. Ooh, nice sink kill right there. Unfortunately, just wrecked several of our guys. But they have the stats to take him out pretty handily, even with the regeneration and the hunger. It just says the hunger. For some reason, I thought you had regeneration as well. But yeah, he's just getting kind of stuck right now. The Master Necromancer in the back. Finally making his way down. Some Dwarf Warriors actually did come around and get these zombies in the back. But Crypt Horror is actually doing a fair amount of damage to our Dwarf Warriors. We don't have the anti-large to actually deal with these guys right now. And no miss units over there to be able to help us out. But they are trying to pull back some of our Correlers and get to where they can shoot some more into this flank, since that flank has been pretty handily dealt with. Graveguard are no match for hammers. Crypt Ghouls, unfortunately, can do quite a bit of damage to Dwarf Warriors. They have really high weapon strength, not too much armor piercing, but they have really high melee attack and poison, which helps them out. Gyro Bombers and our engineer doing with the dire wolves. We did keep all of the artillery pieces alive right now, but we lost quite a bit of crew, so that usually means we lose pieces, artillery pieces at the end once the battle is over. But we've targeted down the Crypt Horrors, bullet throwers. Vampires are just crumbling now. Master Necromancer barely surviving, but with the focus fire coming in now from the Quarrelers, he's just going to go down very, very quickly. And with that, the vampire ambush is no more. Man, those dang direwolves are always annoying. Did some pretty good damage to our artillery. We didn't have any slayers that are fast enough to catch up to these guys, so unfortunately lost a few of our artillery pieces, but we're going to get 5,000 gold from the quest battle. This is quite a bit, though, so let's actually take that. We'll replenish over the end turn. Oh, actually, cool. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we get bonus movement range from winning a battle. Oh, we got a new trinket for the Rune Forge. Is there anything we actually want to do right now that we could do? This one would give us the ability to summon an elemental bear. That's pretty insane. Incarnates Wrath, so we get some bonuses as the longer they're in melee. Mass and charge bonus. Then on the debuff side, this one just causes damage. Ooh, that one will be really good, actually. Let's, it's very expensive. We have 843. We'll do it just because we haven't done any yet. This reduces missile resists. Okay, that's probably good for now because that was very, very expensive.
Send me to vengeance.
And we'll put another point into Thorgrim's Thunder skill for our Quarrelers. We'll make the attack here on these Chaos Dwarves. They might retreat though, but with how much Chaos Dwarf infantry they actually have, I do expect them to stay and fight. Master Engineer, let's get ballistic calibration. That's going to be very useful. Our Brewmaster. Let's give him reload time reduction now that he has all that extra ammo. Let's make him able to actually use it. Okay, and this Runesmith that has just joined Thorgrim's army. I'm not too worried about this stuff right now, although Hearth and Home can be very nice to keep our missile units nice and fresh. Or this one that reduces missile resist, or we go for sharpened weapons. This is going to give us... How much does it start with? I think it's like 5%. Like 5%. So I think it's actually more worth it to go up here. Let's do Hearth and Home. Especially since we're probably gonna have to fight that one. Technology, let's switch back over to the guilds. And let's go after waterproof packaging. So we'll spend a little bit more oath gold right there.
It is time.
We have our full kit of magic items on Thorgrim. Let's spend some points on some of his, or at least some items. Since we are facing a lot of Chaos Dwarf infantry, let's actually take this one too. Put that on our Brewmaster. And the Fire Ring of Thori. This is normally a pretty good item, but against the Chaos Dwarves, it's not going to be because this causes flaming attacks and they have huge fire resist, so we'll stick that somewhere else. Probably like somewhere over here. I'm actually we're gonna have the Master in a Spite over here. Since the greenskins are dealt with. This up to tier 4. Save our growth for that out there. Tier 3. Yeah, let's build this up a little bit.
So be it.
Pillars of Grudges should be safe though. So we'll start building that one up. Well, Squid Core might be able to survive against that army, but that army is quite strong. We could stick a lord there. Yeah, I think we'll have to, actually, because even with the extra units from the Ogre Garrison, it's quite a lot of stuff. And if the Lord dies, it's not a huge issue since he's just being recruited at this last point. Melee defense for the army, plus reducing construction costs. Minus corruption. Lord save for hammers. Okay, this guy we actually already own him, so we don't have to recruit. Let's do that one.
Let us begin.
We just give him some regiments of renown. Okay, because there's so much large stuff in there, we'll definitely want some Grudge Settler. Oh, we don't have any Slayers. Okay, we'll have to get the Dragonback Slayers then. Ooh, Ancestor Spirits actually might be really good, because I don't think they have any magic attacks. Yes, that'll be very good.
The wisdom of Valea.
I didn't have quite enough. I need to... We'll get some more units, then we'll worry about some of this other stuff. Was that one that we did?
To war.
And the garrison doesn't have a lot of missile units.
The axe thirsts for war.
Did we get some Dragon Company to be able to show them off? They're really good. They have really high armor and very good stats. We'll do that. And maybe like the Bugman's Rangers for the healing. Or I think we do these guys. These guys are going to be super high DPS. We don't actually want to go for Bugman's Rangers because their armor piercing isn't amazing. I think we actually go for the Peak Gate Guard. They'll help us deal with all the Blackworks. Again, I don't know what I did, but we didn't have enough for it.
Time for a reckoning.
Okay, can I just get some Iron Drakes? Surprise, this an overseer hasn't really got any experience. Once this guy is a little bit higher, and we've used his skills to reduce our costs building up Krasakarak, we'll switch him to a different area. But yeah, Crag the Grim, you have the Master Rune of Spite. Are there any other runes we want to get? Any banner runes? So this gives expert charge defense and vigor loss reduction. Immune psychology. We can't afford those. Physical resist and spell resist. Might be pretty good. Rune of Dismay just reduces enemy vigor and speed. Master Rune of Balea, perfect vigor. Rune of Battle, leadership, melee attack, and bonus infantry against that army. That's actually probably going to be very good. Let's just check the other one, see if there's anything else we want, though. I think that's it. We'll do that. And let's get those banners. I'm going to take all three. Oh, we have the Banner of Lost Holds, too. This also provides a nice boost. Let's take off the Runesmith Apprentice. We don't need that one. Razor Standard. We can take the other one again. This is just more income right now, which doesn't matter. And the Lichbone Pendant gives... Sure. I should make sure I equip these other things, though.
Rune Lord.
Are there any other income ones we want to do right here? This, gem cutters, that's one we definitely want. Since we do have gem mining at Karazakarak. Sapper. Right. Oh, I should have kept that one over here earlier. That's going to help quite a bit here. Master. This is also one that we should take over. We can get rid of this one because we don't need the minus corruption. Hopefully that actually gives us a fair amount of income here. And let's level these guys up just in case that Greenskin army decides to go north instead of towards Mount Squickhorn. Alright, we already have Guardian with Tordric Ironheart. So I don't think we need more of that right now. Just give our characters more melee defense. And hit points is always a good choice. Alright, I think that's the best we can hope for. Crag the Grim, you're just going to take them in a siege battle if it comes down to it. Oh, I should have checked diplomacy though. See if there's any new charity agreements available to us. Oh, dang it! I forgot to attack with Thorgrim. We were going to attack that Chaos Dwarf army. Oh my goodness, that's such a mistake on my part. Oh. Yeah, he came over here though. Alright, originally we were going to use this on the Chaos Orbs. That's probably actually more worth here, because this will actually do damage. I think we put it on the Black Orcs. Yeah, look at that. Brings us from a valiant defeat to Pyrrhic victory. Before I decide whether we want to fight this or not... That is a really, really strong army. 4 Black Orcs, Night Goblin Fanatics. Yeah, I honestly think the auto resolve is better there. Man, that that Rune of Dismay, totally worth it. Like the 250 oath gold that took. And we can give some of these units that we just recruited to Uthor Stonehammer. So we can disband that army, not pay the supply lines on it. Oh, Gorbad retreats. Okay, even though the casualties say low, I think we'll have a better chance if we actually fight this one. We have a Runesmith now. They have access to... Okay, he actually doesn't really have a lot of magic. He has... only Burning Wrath, which isn't that bad. And you have access to Spirit Leech. Yeah, let's fight this. It's probably the most serious Chaos Dwarf army we're going to fight so far, but Thorgrim is all ready for them. We have 2 bolt throwers and lots of coilers just waiting, itching to get their crossbows firing and their bolts into them. It is a minor dwarf faction, but they still have quite a bit of manpower, actually, a little dwarf power. Army is actually more composed of Chaos Dwarf warriors and blunderbusses than it is actually goblin laborers or hobgoblins. So we actually have a lot of heavy armor to deal with. But 4 units of great weapons, they are just going to get absolutely shredded by the crossbows since they lack shields, though. So we are just going to deal massive damage. Bolt throwers are trying to target down the blunderbusses in the back. Get them down a little bit before they get into range. But yeah, the Chaos Dwarf great weapons just absolutely getting smothered with corals. Thorgrim just waiting for his axe to bite into Chaos Dwarf armor. The blunderbuss is starting to get a little bit close. We've started to focus them down a little bit now that most of the great weapons have been dealt with. In the back, they do have a Sorcerer Prophet with Burning Wrath and a Demon Smith with Spirit Leech, but actually not too much of a threat to us. The Infernal Castellan should have been targeting our gyro bombers, but unfortunately he's not smart enough to do that. But yeah, Blunderbuss is returning fire now on some of our Dwarf warriors. But we are not going to wait around with them getting shot at, so Dwarfers start moving against these Goblin and Orc laborers. Dwarf warriors will absolutely wreck those guys. Chaos Dwarfs, though. Oh, they get a little bit delayed right there by Runesmith, holding them back. Nice attack there. Ooh, Blunderbuss is actually targeting my engineer over here. Got him down to not quite a quarter HP, so doing very good damage. Unfortunately, we are not getting a lot, but our Brewmaster should be close enough nearby to be providing a heal to the Rune of Valea, and we actually do throw down the Bugman's Dark Choice for a heal on him, but they are able to do quite a bit of damage early on. The other Dwarf Blunderbuss is trying to move in. Gyro Bomber's coming over, though. We are going to bomb the crap out of these great weapons. These Dwarf Warriors over here. Oh. Yeah, you're no match for explosives. If the Chaos Dwarfs had some artillery, then this would be a much more even fight, but our Quarrelers are just absolutely shredding them. Over here, our Longbeards and some Dwarf Warriors showing them who's boss, while our Gyrocopters come in for another bombing run. Oh. Oh, just demolishing them. Thorgrim and some Dwarf Warriors, and we have actually broken them. We targeted the Sorcerer Prophet with our Bolt Throwers and the Quarrelers. He just took massive damage very, very quickly. No shield. And actually gets taken out by a shot there from our Brewmaster. So the Dwarf have become victorious over their traitorous kin. That's what you get when you face Dawi firepowered. This tech of the Chaos Kin has no match for us. We got 3 kills. Not too much. We managed to take out almost everything. 2 of the heroes survived, but we're still in friendly territory, so let's take the money since we're going to heal anyway. Alright. Yeah, we only got about halfway through that one on our Age of Reckoning. But it looks like Gorbad kind of retreated too. We don't know exactly where he is. But before I do anything else, let's look through Diplomacy. Since I've skipped that for a couple of turns when we probably could be making some money somewhere. Karakazul has managed to survive with 1 settlement for a while. It's pretty cool. Alright, if we confederate Zufbar, we will have to contend with the vampires, because we are at war with them. And what level is Zufbar? It's at least tier 3, maybe tier 4. Could do an alliance with him first, get some money out of him that way, and then we'll actually be able to see what his settlements are like. Because I just don't want to confederate this stuff and lose it very quickly. Oh, it's actually pretty low tier still.
For the wisdom of Valea. Ready to do the guild's bidding.
About Malachi. I haven't looked at the Great Book of Grudges. How close are we to getting any confederations here? We've got 12,000, and we are not even close. Gromandel actually got wiped out. So that one won't go up. So if we can get settled Grudges, we'll do that one. But yes, for now... Do we confederate Karakazul?
Honor to you.
I think same thing. We make an alliance with them just to see what their building is like.
On this fine day.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to do the confederation yet.
Kin. Let us feast and drink. Come, kin.
Yes,
Let us
63.
feast and drink. Yes.
We'll get to see what's there. This one I suspect is slightly higher tier. No. Okay, so we lost it at some point then.
I'll crush them all.
It's got some decent units though. Ironbreaker.
The wisdom of Valea. Stink of command.
I'm actually not at war with these other orc factions yet, so that might actually be okay.
For war.
Although his army is going to cost quite a bit.
For the wisdom of Valea.
I'll finish off these Chaos Dwarves first, and then I'll kind of figure out what we can actually afford. So they don't have any armies, they're down to the last settlement. Let's take back Crookback Mountain. Get rid of that Skaven Rebellion. So Tret should not have the opportunity to come back. Right. Even with the extra movement range, we can't quite make it to Mount Silver Spear. But we can get to the edge of our territory and we'll take that next turn.
The throng is mustered. Time for a reckoning.
Right. And then over here,
For war. 'Tis time.
this is all still friendly territory. We'll move you guys over and consolidate you into a single army. I haven't decided whether I'll keep any of this yet, but
Let us begin.
this lord, we'll just put points in the masons since that does benefit reduced costs. We'd actually do a fair amount on this stuff. Let's do the upgrade for Mount Squighorn. This will give us the opportunity to get another Thane, plus let us recruit some of the new mod units like the Old Guard, who are great beards. The steam drills and some long beards, so yeah. I don't know if I necessarily need this extra growth. Our growth is pretty good. Is there something else we want to build in its place right now? Probably one of these actually. Or the Ranger one. I think actually we'll keep the growth there for now. We'll build the gunpowder ranged building and for iron drakes. Save our growth on that front. Crookback Mountain, get you to tier 3. It's also upgrade the iron mine because this actually will reduce upkeep eventually for a lot of our units. Tower of Gorgoth, you just barely hit tier 3. There's nothing great I want to get immediately. Maybe we'll just save that bit of money. Or we look up north. How are we doing up north?
Let us begin.
What kind of roots can we get for this? We can get run of reloading, bonus range, and reload time reduction. That's amazing. But once we know man, I'm skipping on his name right now. Wintertooth. Throg. Once the Throg comes up, then we'll know whether we need to spend some Oath Gold up there.
Yes. For the wisdom
You
of the
down in the deeps. Let's finish out this last point. It's probably good on that front.
take the realm.
Yeah, Thorgrim. We'll finish off Thunderer. Tactician is always pretty good since that benefits all of our artillery. We do have some bolt throwers. Our engineer. Okay, this just gives you pure missile strength. Whereas this one also gives you a little bit more range. Let's do that one. Brewmaster. Let's put another point into Bugman's Ale. A runesmith. Can get some stuff up here. Do I want to get this one first? I'm not too worried about that one, but the Wardbreaker would be nice to reduce enemy spell and missile resist. We'll start going for some of these up here. Like extra spell resist for the army's nice. This is magic item drop chance. And in the later tiers, you can actually get some of these other ones, like the Rune of Grimnir, which just gives extra cooldown on some of these other ones.
It is time.
And yeah, on a Confederation, Zoofbar. Oh, Greenskins actually take... Oh, they actually moved up quite a bit up here. Okay. I didn't know that. Well, I didn't notice it, at least. I think we can actually make some money over here. This would just basically sit there, and we'd have to pay for his army. So I think we actually... Let's confederate Zoofar.
Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear...
This lord we're not going to keep, though.
What needs to be done?
Grim Burlixon. You have some prospectors, basic miners. I'm going to get rid of the basic miners. Because we need to try to reduce upkeep a little bit. We'll come down here so we can attack Swordshaven next turn. We'll just go into an ambush stance. And... do we want to reset the skill points in any of these heroes? You've just got increased movement range, which is pretty good, and you give minus corruption. You give... Man, neither of these traits are very good. This is on a Brewmaster, though. I guess that's not terrible. What about the Thane? Thugni, that one's pretty good. Spell resist against the vampire is always nice. But... we're over max anyway on these guys, so we don't want to disband them or else we would lose access to them, so that's fine. We'll keep you over there. Yeah, our income went quite a bit down though. And some of these regiments of renown are very expensive, like the Dragon Company. Although you do get bonuses in Uther's army once we get some of these skills. Cordrek, you're going to keep moving, though.
So be it. One rag.
The Ancestor Spirits we can probably get rid of. And the Dragonback Slayers. These guys aren't nearly as expensive, but... we'll get rid of all the of renown except for the Dragon Company, since they do make sense in that army. Alright. Kardaza Kadak is getting to tier 4 next turn, so we do want to make sure we have plenty of money. It's not moved. Oh, Crag the Grim is not moved. Yeah, we weren't quite sure where Gorbad went. He's probably over here, but he can't get to Barrack Var in a single turn. So I'm actually going to move out, and let's see if we can take some of this territory back. I'm going to go into ambush stance, just in case... there's something out here. Let's level up our Runesmith. Let's get the... how much ranged firepower do we have? We have a fair amount, but 3 of it's artillery. 4 quarterlers we can probably go without. Let's go for some of the points up here, getting the spell resist, and magic item drop chance will always be good. This one, there's nothing I really want to build right now, so we'll wait. Used up a lot of our resources, though. Used up most of our old gold. Almost all of our money. Ooh! Oh, I thought I looked through trade agreements, but yes, that's very good. 200 more per turn, plus a lump sum of 1,500 gold. I'm happy with that. We do need to keep an eye out on Zoofbar, though, in case any vampires armies show up. There's an army right there, and another one right there. Okay, that's a greenskin army that's just a little bit south in Blackfire Pass. As Agua fails. Okay, that's Gorbat himself. He's coming up this way, okay. Maybe that leaves Crag to just move in and take back this territory and hopefully get us the full settlement. Or the full, yeah, the full province. Get some of these bonuses out. Rune of Stoicism gives extra bonus versus large. I'm actually going to put that on Slayers. So how much bonus versus large do they have to start with? 32. Okay, no, we don't need that. Let's put on some Quarlers. Spell resist on the gyrocopters in case they try to throw any magic missiles out.
Can I help you? What? Master Engineer at your service.
There is a full army there. Ooh, I don't know if he can make it in one turn.
Vengeance on the foe.
We do not want to lose. Oh, there's Vlad over here. The army's actually not that bad, but this army is not built by me, so it's kind of just all over the place. I think I'll actually take the auto resolve on that because Vlad himself is also going to be a nuisance. Just gonna sack it. We'll come back into... we can't quite make it in a friendly territory. If I march, we can though. And then we'll use the underway to get over here. Get that defeat trait for Vlad though. Alright, and on your skills... So you give bonuses for ballistic calibration. Recruit rank and capacity for engineers locally for the recruit rank though. Minus construction cost, construction time for all buildings. Reduce recruitment for a lot of the flaming units. Recruit rank for them as well. Reduce hero action costs for master engineers. Cooldowns, okay. Alright, let's go down blue skill lines for now. Oh, you actually have some unique stuff down here too. So, Defense Coordinator gives bonuses when under siege. Put a point into that and a point into Mason. I'm not going to spend any money here because I don't know whether they can reach it right away. But we want to spend the majority of our cash over here at Karaza Karak anyway. We want to get our Runesmith to our Runeforge to tier 4. That way we can actually get some Runic Guardians. This will give us more income, which we want to do because the Deeps building will actually help out in that. We'll get a lot more income from that. Same with the gem mining. And let's do this so we can get some Dragon Slayers. We haven't been able to show off their traits yet. And landmarks. This is just bonuses for gyrocopters and gyro bombers, which we don't really have a lot of. The campaign movement range is nice, but I don't think it's worth spending other stuff over yet. We go for the engineering line or the artillery line. Probably engineering right now, because this will let us get some master engineers. And it also boosts research rate. Oh, we got a Chaos Dwarf caravan military convoy coming through. Can't reach him. So you're going to come down here instead.
That is agreement. Forwards! You have my allegiance.
Project, keep you moving. Thorgrim will take Mount Silverspear. This should give us another full province and wipe out this minus Chaos Sword faction. So we'll get another Rune Overseer. Yes. Alright. Income and minus corruption, control and corruption. Control and income, that's a new one we haven't got before. Alright, where else are we going to make more money? Zoofbar, but we might lose something right now. Let's do over here, the Desolation of Asgore for Kirkback Mountain. Well, Silver Spear, get our marble back going. Before I upgrade some of this other stuff, I'm going to wait for the minus 10 construction cost to come into effect. And all this stuff is available now. Marble. Oh, I should switch this over as well. We'll wait until next turn just because our funds are kind of low anyway. This one we can do right away though. $1,800 and $1,800, so still pretty expensive.
Yes.
We'll just do this one here. And Torjek, keep moving. Level up our Brewmasters. We'll put another point into Bugman's Ale because that's an AoE heal. Southern Runesmith, I'm going to get Hardened Armor.
Aye, I suppose so. What's your orders? Wisdom of the layer.
Looks like Throg is just sitting there for now. Garrison will come up in a turn.
Time for a reckoning. My axe thirsts for war.
That's going to add 2 more missile units.
Summon me.
We'll keep the artillery, but I'm going to get rid of these quarrelers.
For the wisdom of the layer.
And any diplomacy deals? Ooh, yes, bunch of new trade agreements. Let's trade with Imric. And Malachi. Sweet.
Pass the double flange. Oh.
Actually might break off some non-aggression pacts with the ogres and stuff like that. I'll keep my trade agreement, but I think we're getting a little bit too friendly with the foul. It's been 10 turns, so we won't get any negative penalties because of it. You could just do it again for some more money. That's kind of a dick move, though, so we're not going to do that. Greasus. We'll keep Greasus since he controls a lot of our western flank territory. So we're making almost 5,000 from trade. I think there's usually a mission for something like that too. Maybe it's later. I think that was originally one of the requirements for one of Thorgrim's items. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Ooh, Legion of Chaos. Hopefully Crocodrak can get some attacks so we can make some money off of it. Because right now it's just costing us money for the most part. We'll see what happens up here with the vampires and Gorbad. Yeah, I didn't realize Gorbad had actually secured some territory within the Empire. Or he's actually moving south. That's better for us. Oakenhammer. Okay, that's fine. Because this isn't the capital. And he just sacks it, which is good for us. Because we can use the underway and still replenish a little bit. Looks like another army is showing up, though. Actually, several. Oh, they are coming. We're getting another... Oh, it's because we have an empty slot still. So we're going to get an army there in a little bit. But that is a great spot to end episode 7, guys. We're finally getting a little bit more aggression from our enemies. We dealt with our enemies pretty swiftly, but now we're getting some serious threats, so it's good to see. But having a good time. Hope you guys are too. I'm Warhammer. We'll see you in episode 8.